What's going on, guys? We are back for another round of paint scheme preview, this time for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. We did the NASCAR Cup Series paint schemes that we have, and now it's time to show you what we got for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, the most up-to-date paint schemes available to us. Of course, there are some missing in this list, but we're definitely going to have a great year for NASCAR Xfinity Series. Lots of rookies in this league this year in this series, so looking forward to covering this Xfinity Series all year long for you guys. But let's get into it. Lots of different moves this year. Joe Gibbs Racing, Haas, with their two different drivers. Whole bunch of different things going on in Junior Motorsports as well. So let's get into it. Here are the paint schemes, and like I said, on the comments below, please let us know who your favorite paint schemes we have so far. There are some missing, but we'll cover that here in just a little bit when we come back. So make sure you like this video and subscribe if you're new, if you're just finding us here for this NASCAR Xfinity Series 2025 NASCAR Xfinity Series paint scheme preview. We got a good amount of cars, but we do have some missing. But hopefully in a couple weeks, we'll have them all full for you, because every Friday we'll be releasing NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Xfinity Series, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series paint schemes for you, and the weekend previews as well. So make sure you subscribe for us for that, and look forward to every Friday coming at you for the paint scheme. So let's take a look at the NASCAR Xfinity Series paint schemes, and we'll talk about them when we come back. Let's go. I hope you enjoyed those paint schemes. Now, which one was your favorite? Make sure you comment in the comments below. I know in the NASCAR Cup Series video, you guys listed a bunch of cars that were your favorite. So I hope you do that too as well. So let's get into it and talk about almost every car. Probably not all of them, but let's get into it. All right, so let's start with Sheldon Creed, the 00 car out of Haas factory. He comes over from JGR. And oh my gosh, so many times he almost won last year. So maybe being in this car here will bring him some luck. 6 times he almost won. Oh my gosh, always a bridesmaid, never a bride for Sheldon Creed. But Jacqueline's Friends of Jacqueline's Foundation is coming over from JGR to Haas. So that will be his sponsor for this year. But Sheldon Creed ready to get a win under his belt in 2025. Junior Motorsports has some new names under their belt as well, but we'll cover this one right here. The number 1 used to be Sam Mayer, now Travis Quaffle in there driving that Jarrett and First Bank Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. Looking pretty good there. New drivers for JRM this year. RCR will be doing their thing again this year with Jesse Love behind the wheel and that number 2 Chevrolet for RCR Racing. And like this one here, all 3 cars, even including Austin Dillon's number 3 Chevrolet for the NASCAR Cup Series. But him and Austin Hill, Jesse Love and Austin Hill will also have the same paint job for Titan. I really like that one, and I talked about that in our NASCAR paint scheme preview as well. Our Motorsports has a new driver as well, as Fast Pasta Anthony Alfredo is out, and Chris Wright is going to be driving for Our Motorsports. Also, Dude Wipes is gone from the car as well. The Dude Wipes follows Anthony Alfredo. We'll get to that here in just a little bit in the video. But Chris Wright coming over from ARCA, he will be driving this number 5. We'll see how they do. No more Fast Pasta in the number 5 Our Motorsports. The reigning, defending Xfinity Series champion Justin Allgaier, coming off his 2024 championship, is back in that 7 Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports here with the Jarrett car plus the branded corn car. Everybody loves the corn car for Justin Allgaier. Can he win back-to-back championships in the Xfinity Series? We will see here in 2025. Also, like this car here, Sammy Smith returns to Junior Motorsports. And that number 8, this Allstate Peterbilt cars, looks pretty good. But I'm really recognizing the 8 DEI font on that Sammy Smith car. Love it. One crazy thing about the Xfinity Series this year, there is going to be so many rookies in this field. And here's one of them, Colleague Racing, the one and only paint job that they have out there for the Xfinity Series. Danny Dimes, as Michael Waltrip always said. Daniel Dye is in the rookie series for Colleague Racing, and there it is, the one and only paint job. They also have one for the NASCAR Cup Series, but we are missing a bunch of drivers' paint jobs, so hopefully we'll get them before the weekend of the 500. Joe Gibbs Racing has a whole new look, as well as we talked about in the entrance of this video. And the new number 18 taking over Sheldon Creed's spot is William Swallowich. Yes, he won back-to-back ARCA championships. Can he win here in NASCAR Xfinity Series? I think he can. And he's going to pilot that number 18 car, Toyota, for Joe Gibbs Racing, the 18-year-old. And youth movement here at Joe Gibbs Racing, but we'll see what this kid can do in 2020. Speaking of youth movement, Brandon Jones, he comes from Junior Motorsports over to Joe Gibbs Racing in this number 20 Toyota. Now, remember, this 20 car has been red hot all last year. Anytime it was in the Xfinity Series run by a Cup driver or anybody that drove this thing, they won a race. So Brandon Jones getting a hot rod for the 2025 season. Another young guy here in Joe Gibbs Racing with Swallowich in the 18. Should be very interesting to see what these two guys can do. Also, the 54, not available here on the paint scheme preview, but hopefully we'll get one of those for, of course, the owner, Ty Gibbs. And another rookie, Taylor Gray, will be driving that car. Should be interesting to see how that goes, too. 2024, Richard Childress Racing had a great 1-2 punch with Jesse Love, and here's Austin Hill as well, and he's back as well, trying to do an even better job than he did last year. Could he win the championship here for this year? Could they take new heights for RCR Racing? Austin Hill has tightened all three of those guys. So Jesse Love, that's the only paint job we have so far, but it looks pretty good. After the announcement that Josh Berry was taking the 21 car from the Wood Brothers, Harrison Burton was out of a job, but now he finds himself back in the Xfinity Series at AM Racing. Now, AM Racing has had a lot of bad luck. Could it be the driver? Could it be the race team? Some people said it was the race team. We'll see if it is the race team because Harrison Burton's a pretty good driver. Of course, he made the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs at the end of the year, just right at the cut of the playoffs there before they started with Daytona, big win. But we'll see what Harrison Burton can do in the AM Racing number 25, Dead on Tools. See what he can do. Talked about some rookies here on the Xfinity Series. Also, Dean Thompson coming over from the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, another rookie. He's going to be in that number 26, Sam Hunt Racing. He'll be trying his best to win Rookie of the Year in the Xfinity Series. Jordan Anderson Racing ready for the 2025 season with Jeb Burton behind the wheel and that number 27 Golden Corral. Gotta love the Golden Corral, right? And then right after that, number the 31 on for Jordan Anderson Racing. Blaine Perkins will be behind the wheel there. I like that paint job as well. When we were talking about the Junior Motorsports number 1, I mentioned that Sam Mayer is out of that ride, and he is now in the 41 Haas factory. So the 00 and the 41 in the Xfinity Series. Of course, Riley Herbst out as well. So Sam Mayer, I see you, Mayer, is in that number 41 Haas. See what he can do this year for Haas Factory. We were also talking about Fast Pasta just a little bit ago. He is now with Young Motorsports. Fast Pasta, Anthony Alfredo brings with him the Dude Wipe sponsor. He is in that number 42 Chevrolet. We'll see what he can do now. They didn't do too well. Young's Motorsports, they finished almost last place in the points last year. So maybe with Fast Pasta behind the wheel, they can bring it up through the field. But Fast Pasta, still with the Dude Wipes. Gotta love the Dude Wipes. Brendan Poole in that 44 Alpha Prime Racing. Lots of paint jobs last year and lots of good ones too. With the 44 Chevrolet, I love this members first front line and also return of the Mac door systems for Brendan Poole. So they always have some great paint jobs throughout the year, but that 44 Chevrolet. I think every week when we did the NASCAR Xfinity Series paint schemes, I always said that Jeremy Commence was one of the best paint schemes out there. They put out some good ones last year, and here they are already ready for the 2025 season. Jeremy Commence Racing, Clements behind the wheel, and he is ready. The Harrison's 51 looks really good, and I'm sure they'll have multiple paint schemes for this 2025. And last but not least, it is the number 88 Junior Motorsports Chevrolet. Connor Zilisch, who won at Watkins Glen his first ever race, is now the head guy at Junior Motorsports. Along with Swallowich in the one car, the 2025 season spotlight is on Connor Zilisch. And how many races can he win in this 88 car? The 88 car has been stronger than ever last year. It's shown its capability of what it can do. And I think this year, this is the year of Connor Zilisch. I mean, look at all the sponsors already that they already paint jobs already have out for this kid. WeatherTech, he takes over that 80 SVG sponsor from last year, WeatherTech in the 88. He's also got the RV Share KOA. He's got First Bank. He's got Jared. He's ready to do some damage in 2025. And also, he's going to be in that 87 Red Bull along with SVG on a road course. Okay, so at least like I said earlier in the video, we don't have all of the paint schemes available for our NASCAR Xfinity Series yet, but hopefully in a couple weeks when we go to Daytona on that Friday before, we will have all the paint schemes ready for you. But here's a couple drivers that do not have paint schemes in this video. We have Christian Eckes, that's not in it. Taylor Gray, that's not in it. Nick Sanchez, his car is not in it as well. A lot of colleague drivers not in it yet, so I have not supplied. Colleague has really not done anything with their paint scheme. So on the NASCAR Cup Series side and the Xfinity Series side. So lots of that. And then also Kyle Sieg and Ryan Sieg, are they going to have a race team this year? We don't know anything about that yet. So those are not out there as well. So looking forward to a great NASCAR 2025 Xfinity Series season with you guys. Every Friday, we'll bring out the paint schemes with the race weekend preview, just like the NASCAR Cup Series we had. And then we'll have a great time. So, like I said, in the comments below, make sure you're telling me who your favorite NASCAR Xfinity Series paint job is. We would love to talk to you about that in the comments. And if you haven't hit the like button, please do on this video as well. And if you're watching this for the first time, make sure you're subscribing to On the Go at CeeLo for all your NASCAR information. And coming up here pretty soon, I know we kind of gave you a little heads up of what was going on with each race team, but we'll have an in-depth video for NASCAR Xfinity Series. Craftsman Truck Series paint jobs are coming too as well. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the subscribe, and we'll see you next time for some NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series paint schemes. And if you haven't checked out our NASCAR Cup Series paint schemes preview, it's somewhere up here. Make sure you click on that link to check out that. Tell me your favorite paint schemes over there and leave a comment too as well. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon for some more NASCAR information and some NASCAR action coming at you. Let's go.